Alright everyone, welcome back. So, the Toronto Maple Leafs are the next team on our list to have clinched a playoff spot in the 2024 Stanley Cup playoffs. Again, apologies to all Maple Leafs fans everywhere for being late to this. It's been a very busy last couple of days, and obviously when 3 teams will clinch and 2 will get eliminated at one night, it's difficult to really make 3 videos in a day when you're balancing school, my other part-time job, and a lot of other things that I do. But anyways, Toronto, you don't care about that stuff. Maple Leafs, they are currently at the time of clinching 44, 23, and 9 for 97 points. They are 10th in the NHL. They have scored 280 goals, have led in 237. They are 21, 14, and 3 at home, and they're 23, 9, and 6 on the road. So again, Toronto, I think that there have been points this year where Toronto has looked not so good. There have been points where they've looked good. They're a very streaky team, I feel. I feel they will go through a month where they look awesome, and then they'll go through a month where they look terrible. It's really no in between with the Maple Leafs this season. It's either they're really good or they're really bad. Thankfully for Maple Leaf fans and the sake of hockey media, it's been mostly really good. I do think that a lot of what has gone to their play is definitely Austin Matthews and William Nylander. A lot of that big four obviously is what's providing a huge jump in this core. However, I do have some questions in regards to what the defense is going to look like, and as well as that too, the goaltending. There is some questions that I do have when I look at those areas. So we'll get into the leading score here. The leading score should not surprise anyone. It is Austin Matthews. Matthews with 75 games played, 65 goals, 36 assists for 101 points. Those stats might be inaccurate by the time you're watching this video. I do apologize for that. But regardless, Austin Matthews has been a very effective player. I don't think it should be a question. I do think that he should be definitely considered for the Hart Trophy. I don't know if he's a top 3, but I definitely think he should be at least considered. The only issue is that you have so many really good players in the Hart race this year. You got McKinnon, you got Kucherov, you got McDavid in the numbers too. You even had Pastrnak and Panarin, kind of crawling up Matthews' back when you look at it. Some people may even have those players ahead of Matthews, just when you look at the overall numbers. But regardless, Matthews has still had a really good season. Nobody in this century has even sniffed 70 goals. Matthews has tied Ovechkin's single-season record as well. So we could be getting into the conversation eventually where if Matthews keeps up this pace of scoring 65, 50, 40, 65 goals, I know I said that in really bad order, but if he's scoring at least 50 goals a season, we could be looking at a debate where he could even be the greatest goal scorer of all time at the end of his career. Now, Ovechkin may pass that goal by the time, Matthews even comes close to like 500 goals per se. But we really could see that be a possibility. And I think that is something that we could discuss in years to come in other Toronto videos. That might be an off-season topic. We'll see. Obviously, too, I do want to say one more thing. There is that argument of whether 100 assists or 70 goals is more impressive. I don't really know. I feel like it's definitely a video that I do want to make before the playoffs start. I've just been so busy with making elimination videos and all that good stuff, so it's just really busy for me right now, so I may be able to get that out before the playoffs. I may not be able to, but if not, I'll try and get that video out very soon and discuss that a little bit. Second in scoring is William Nylander. I feel like I spent a whole 3 minutes on Austin Matthews. But Nylander, 76 games played, 40 goals, 56 assists for 96 points this season. I think it's without question Nylander's had a great year, a nice career year. Obviously, of course, too, it's in a contract year. So, obviously, when Toronto is in the offseason and hits July 1st, that contract will kick in and it'll be taking up probably about $5 million more, I believe, in cap space, maybe even more than that. I'm not entirely too sure on the math. I should really write that down. How unprofessional of me, Nordic. But yeah, Nylander still having a great career year. There's really no doubt about it. He's been awesome on all fronts. Third in scoring is Mitch Marner. Marner's missed some time. He's played 63 games. So he's missed about 15 games in there, which isn't terrible. But still, Marner, 25 goals, 52 assists for 77 points. I think if we get a full season out of Mitch Marner, we see a much better production out of him. But it seems like, last year he started off with the amazing point streak, and he actually had a really good year last year. I think he even led the team in scoring. This year has been a little bit of a quieter year from him. Not really unexpected per se. I figured he was going to have a little bit of a drop in scoring, but I didn't think it'd be this terrible. But regardless, Marner still having a good season here. He's still going to be a point per game regardless of whether or not he is leading the team. Fourth in scoring, John Tavares. Tavares, obviously the captain of this team. 74 games played, 24 goals, 35 assists for 59 points this season. Tavares still producing at a solid level, a good 65 point score. Nothing too huge there at this point in his career. I think he has one more year left on his contract, but then after that, the Maple Leafs may explore the possibility of letting him go in free agency or maybe even trade him. Who knows? We'll see at this point. Who knows? And then fifth in scoring is Morgan Riley. Riley with 67 games played, 7 goals, 46 assists for 53 points. Riley, without that, the best defenseman on this Maple Leafs roster. It really doesn't even come close. But yeah, so one of the questions that I do have is the defense. That is the question that I've been asking myself a lot. Can that defense sustain a long playoff run / Stanley Cup run? Now, this team obviously made it to the second round last year, which I know a lot of people try and take away from that. I know a lot of people will degrade that in videos, but I really do think that it is impressive beating a team like Tampa with plenty of experience, plenty of firepower. I think it is very impressive. However, I do think that with the defense, I don't know if I trust it. I don't hate the defense, but I do think that they're missing a big, legitimate top 4 player to really solidify them as being said, yeah, they can definitely, they have the defense to go on a run. And as well as that, too, if the goaltending situation was good, I wouldn't be as worried about it. If the goaltending situation was in a better spot than I think it is right now, I wouldn't be talking about it in this video that much. It kind of reminds me of Winnipeg. Like, if Winnipeg didn't have Connor Hellebuck, we'd be talking a lot about how the defense is an issue. I mean, I don't think it's that big of an issue with Hellebuck in net, but still, it is an issue. So your 3 goalies here, three goalies. You got Ilya Samsonov as your starting guy, 22, 6, and 7, a 3.03 goals against average and a .893 save percentage. I think Samsonov has had stretches where he's been good. He's had stretches where he's been bad. Again, kind of like the team, there's really no in between with Samsonov. He's a very streaky goalie. So I really don't know what to expect in playoffs. I don't know if you want to go with Wall. I don't know if you want to go with Samsonov. I don't even know if you want to go with Jones. It's just such a huge question facing this Toronto team. And obviously, too, a lot of the other guys have not played nearly as much games as Samsonov has. So that plays a factor there, too. But Joseph Woll is listed as their backup. Woll with an 11-10-1 record, a 2.92 goals against average, and a .907 save percentage. Not bad stats, but again, he's a rookie. So you got to take that into consideration, too. We'll see if Woll will be the starter come playoff time. I honestly think that maybe this goaltending triangle could be used to Toronto's advantage. If one goalie per se has a bad night, they can put in the other one. But then again, it kind of contradicts itself because what if that other goalie has another bad night and they put the third one in, and then all of a sudden you're down 3-0 in the series. So, I mean, that is something that I do think about, but I do think the goaltending needs to be addressed a lot better. And then obviously your third string goalie is Martin Jones. Jones an 11-7-1 record, a 2.70 goals against average, and a .908 save percentage. Again, Jones has been good in games that he's played. I don't know if he's a starter in the playoffs. If he could unmask that, the San Jose years he had, I think that'd be great. But obviously, we're a few years removed from that now. So obviously, you think about that too. So I really don't know with Toronto. I don't know. I want to say that they are a lock and that they could go far, but they're playing Florida in the first round. Florida has had their struggles, but they are still a legitimate team that you're going to be scared to play against. So again, I don't know. I really don't know what to think here with Toronto. Again, the defense is a concern. The goaltending is a concern for me. So we'll obviously see there if, that is actually a concern or that gets solved in the playoffs. But yeah, the Maple Leafs have clinched regardless, so we will see them in the playoffs. And I'm enjoyed to see the hockey world melt down, whether they win or lose. So anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on the Maple Leafs clinching a playoff spot. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe down below. That would be greatly appreciated. We are trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of the playoffs, so anything is appreciated. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.